We're back, everybody. This is your Prescient Gamer. Today we have a Mega Absol-Indeedee-Hydreigon deck going. In my opinion, Hydreigon's just naturally a hair better than last season just because there's ever so slightly less Chingling going around this season, but we'll see for sure once we get to ranked play in a week or so. And just looking at the deck list there at the beginning, Rocky Helmet is more of a flex card. You can sub that out for an X speed, depending on your preference, or even a second Nurse Joy. And from the beginning here, I want to stress the importance of holding on to Indeedee if the situation calls for it. 99% of the time, you want to already have a grasp of what your opponent is doing before you lay the Indeedee down, because with all the bench tagging going around with the Heatmores, the Jirachis, the non-X Absol, etc., which is everywhere right now, Indeedee can be a serious liability if you're not careful. All it takes is one tag on your Indeedee on the bench where you can't heal it if you don't have the cards, and your day can be done before it starts. Which brings me to our ace in the hole card today. So I played against this Absol-Indeedee-Hydreigon deck so many times, and every time I thought to myself, boy, I hope they don't have the Nurse Joy, and every time they didn't. But Nurse Joy is the one I want to highlight today because it's unexpected in this deck. When you already have Indeedee's healing ability, no one thinks you're going to bring a Nurse Joy with you also. Everyone expects you to play Red or Giovanni because it's, sexier to get a win that way, but everybody expects those cards in the deck at this point. So coming up here on this next turn of ours, I want to highlight what is an early high leverage play. And again, we talked about high leverage in the last game and last video, and here's another one. So right here, we need to take the risk to draw into either a rare candy or at least a Xylus here, the middle evolution here, using Oak. You might be tempted to rush to play the Nurse Joy here, but even if we play it, Absol will still be down to 60 HP by the next turn, which is almost a guaranteed loss against the non-X Greninja and what's likely a double Cyrus in their deck. So you can say, oh, we're lucky to draw into it, but the point here is that we needed to take that risk at this point in the game because the Nurse Joy would not have helped us. And you can see me taking my time here on this turn. And why am I taking my time? Because I'm recognizing that this turn is a high leverage turn that I need to get right. So let's pause here for a bit while we let this play out for a second. This turn here is a high leverage turn for my opponent, and you can see him recognize that and take his time on this turn. This point in the game brings me back to the Nurse Joy that we talked about earlier. My opponent here is wondering if I have the Nurse Joy or any other healing item on top of Indeedee's healing ability in my hand. By tagging Hydreigon here with his Greninja, he's taking the risk here that I don't have any other way to heal my Hydreigon. Because if I don't have a way to heal him, my opponent is going to be in a winning position with his Oricorio after my next Hydreigon's loss of 30 HP and subsequent attack. In that case, I would be energy starved with Absol, and he'd be teeing off on me with Oricorio to a likely concede. And I've seen this so many times in other games. The Nurse Joy is going to win us the game here because our opponent does not expect it. So we're able to sort of bait him into tagging the Hydreigon where it's not going to do him any good. He likely has two Cyruses in this deck because most decks with the non-X Greninjas do have two. So his only hope here is to draw into a Cyrus, unless he has it already, and use that Cyrus on my Absol to starve me of energy. And our worst fears have been realized. We must move quickly if the Jedi Order is to survive. Lame dad jokes aside, you can argue I should have copycatted on the last turn here, because the only ways he can win here are, number one, if he uses Oak to draw into a rare candy and a second Greninja, which is possible, but unlikely. Option 2, he plays a Cape on his Greninja to buy himself another turn and draw into more cards. Or option 3, I let him copycat into getting a second Greninja down, which would take out my Absol. And I make the mistake of not doing it because it's rare that you'd want to copycat into having 0 cards, but I think in this case it's justified. Besides that misstep, I think this game was played with 100% accuracy if you want to put it in chess terms. Where you're really going to find joy, no pun intended, playing Pocket is by recognizing patterns that show up a lot that your opponents use, and then tweaking your deck to counter those patterns. Sometimes it takes time, but you should absolutely find your win rate going up as the ranked season goes on. Even if you're losing to start while you adjust to the new cards, just stay with it. Nothing left to do here but let this one play out. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to give us a like or subscribe, and that really helps us out to keep giving you these videos. Until next time, this is your Prescient Gamer.
You